Today we're making sopa de lentejas, or lentil soup. This is the perfect, delicious, nutritious, quick and simple meal that will warm you up on a cold winter's night or make for a happy desk lunch any time of year. So let's find ourselves some lentils and get cooking. We'll start our soup by heating 2 tablespoons or so of olive oil in a large pot over medium heat. And once that oil is hot, we're going to add to it 1 large onion that's been diced. You can hear the oil's hot because the onion is sizzling. And we'll give that a stir and let it cook and soften. That'll take about 4 minutes or so. And once the onions have begun to soften a bit, we'll add minced garlic. This is from 4 or 5 cloves. And we'll give that a stir and just let it cook for about 30 seconds or so. And then we'll add our seasonings. We have a teaspoon of ground cumin, about ½ a teaspoon of freshly ground black pepper, 1/4 teaspoon of paprika, and 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne. These don't have to be exact measurements, and you can do either the cayenne or the paprika depending on how much of a kick you want to give it. And optionally, you can add, about 1/4 teaspoon of ground sumac, which is really great in here. All right, so in those go, along with about a tablespoon of tomato paste, and we're going to give that a stir and let that cook for another 2 minutes or so. At this point, your pot should be nice and fragrant, and it is time to add the rest of our ingredients. So I've got 4 cups of vegetable stock. You could use chicken stock if you don't mind this not being vegetarian, up to you. And I've got 2 cups of water as well. You might notice I didn't add any salt earlier with the rest of the seasonings. That's because my vegetable stock was salted. If you want to add more salt later, or if you are using an unsalted or low sodium stock, you might want to go ahead and add some salt along with the onions. And then, of course, this is lentil soup, so we have a cup of red lentils. Red lentils cook very quickly. If you are using a different kind of lentil, you definitely could do that. You just want to adjust the simmering time up a little bit. And finally, I have a large carrot that's been diced. This is optional. Honestly, I just happen to have carrot hanging around. If I didn't have it and wanted to make this soup, I'd just go ahead and do so. Totally fine. And we are going to give this another good stir and then bring it up to a simmer and let this stuff simmer, stirring just occasionally, if we think of it, for about 30 minutes, really just until the lentils taste or feel cooked. And after some simmer time, our lentil soup is ready to eat. All we need to do now is add a bit of garnish if we'd like, some cilantro, a little squeeze of lemon or lime, and a bit of salt to taste. We hope you give this a try and you check back soon for another recipe.